Okay, so cylinder surface area. So you're given the formula for the curved surface area of the cylinder, which is like the curved bit around the middle, which is 2 pi RH. Why is it 2 pi RH? Because if you've found the net of the cylinder, H is the height. You've got a rectangle which forms the curved part of the cylinder. To find the area of a rectangle, it's base times height. But the base is the same as the circumference of this circle. So this is 2 pi r. That's why the formula is 2 pi RH. But the total surface area is the curved surface area plus the circle at the top and the circle at the bottom. Circles, pi r squared, but there's 2 of them, so 2 pi r squared. So 2 times pi times r times h. So the answer is 245 centimetres squared because it's an area. Okay, have a go at question 1 and question 2. So for the first question, we're finding the total surface area. Second question, total surface area in terms of pi. Put me on pause, unpause when you're done. Part A, 2 pi RH plus pi r squared. Nope, 2 pi r squared. 2 circles. So 2 times pi times radius times height plus 2 times pi times 8 squared. Type it in your calculator. We have 653.4. So 2 times pi, radius is 7 because it's half the diameter, times h plus 2 times pi times 7 squared. $1,011.6. And then 2a, 2 times pi times r times h, 2 times pi r squared. We want it in terms of pi, so 2 times 2 times 5 is 20 pi. 2 times 2 squared, 8 pi. So total is 28 pi. Part B, 2 pi r h, 2 pi r squared. 2 times 5 times 6, 2 times 5 squared, 110 pi. Okay, so for these two, we're given some of the information and we've got to work backwards. So 2 times pi times r times h, 2 times pi times r squared is equal to 980.18. 2 times 6 is 12, so 12 pi times h plus 36 pi, nope, 36 times 6 squared is 36 times 2, 72 pi. I want to make h the subject here. First of all, I'm going to take 72 pi off both sides. I'm going to divide both sides by 12 pi. Gives us our h is 20. Part B. 2 times pi times r, which is 20, times h, add 2 pi r squared, is equal to 4,715. Let's just simplify this. 40 pi h, 20 squared times 2. Let's take 800 pi off both sides. Divide both sides by 40 pi. H is 17.5. Question 2. So for A, we have 2 times pi times r times h, add 2 pi r squared equals to 18 pi. Right, I can divide everything by pi and I can simplify. So let's divide 3 by pi. 2 times 8 is 16, so 16r plus 2r squared is equal to 18. Quadratic equation, because we've got an r squared in it, so it needs to be equal to 0. I'm going to subtract 18 off both sides. I'm going to divide 3 by 2 just to make it a bit easier. So r squared plus 8r minus 9 is equal to 0. Now I can factorise. So two numbers that multiply to give negative 9, add to give 8. That is 9 and negative 1. Sorry, positive 9, negative 1. So r is negative 9 or r is 1. R got to be positive, so r is 1. Let me just get rid of this formula here. Gives me some space for B. So 2 times pi times r times h plus 2 pi r squared is equal to 36 pi. Divide 3 by pi. Simplify. 2 times 7 is 14. It's a quadratic equation, needs to be equal to 0. So let's subtract 36 off both sides. Divide 3 by 2. Okay, so we need two numbers that multiply to give us negative 18, add to give 7. So that's 2 and 9, but 1 needs to be negative. Negative 2, positive 9. So r plus 9, r take away 2. So r is negative 9, or r is 2. Cannot be negative, so our radius is 2.